Hi, it's John here from Planet Kambo. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit more about the Kambo process, about the purging, and how over time, through experience, you start to develop a skill in being able to receive Kambo and knowing exactly where you are through the Kambo process. So I remember the very first few times I took Kambo when I didn't really know how it worked, or I didn't have experience of the Kambo process. It can be quite overwhelming and daunting because you don't really know when it's going to end or what's going on. Now when I take Kambo, it's like clockwork. I know exactly where I am, at what stage I am through the process. I actually use a timer, so I set a timer on my phone, I put that to one side, and then as I'm going through the process I just keep my eye on that time, and then I know at any point how much time I've got left, because I know my processes are usually 20 to 25 minutes. So even if I'm in the middle of the process and I'm suffering, I look over at the clock and I see that there's 10 minutes left, and I know that I can deal with this for another 10 minutes. So I want to talk about what we call clearing out. So when you're in a Kambo process, you're starting to purge, the bile is starting to come and you're starting to feel better. This is a really good sign. But sometimes we need to actually help it a little bit. And the way we do that is through drinking more water, and you can use your fingers to put down your throat to help bring on the purge. So sometimes what happens for me is I'll go through the Kambo process. I may or may not purge bile, but then what I'll do is I'll start drinking more and more water, and then I'll start using my fingers just to bring up what's there. And often what will happen is at the end of my process, I will have a lot of bile coming up. But it's not bile that is being sort of ejected explosively. There's not an urgency to it. It's in my stomach. The bile has been released, it's sitting in my stomach, but now I need to use my fingers to get it out. So I may have purged bile, maybe I purged some bile and then it stopped, and now I want to check to see whether I'm finished. I want to see whether all that bile's gone. So I'll drink a couple of glasses of water, I'll put my fingers down my throat, I'll purge, and then I'll have a look and I'll see what colour it is, and I'll see if there's still yellow in it, if there's still bile. And if there is, then I'll keep going. I'll drink more water, fingers, bring it up, and I'll just keep repeating this process until all the bile's out and the water's clear. So this is what we call, as I said, we call this clearing out. And sometimes it's not obvious to do this at the end because you might stop feeling sick. You purge a bit of bile, you feel better, but I always advise people, drink a bit more water, put your fingers down your throat and just see what comes up, because I don't like to leave people with bile in their stomach, because occasionally what can happen is later on during the day or the evening you might feel a little bit sick. It's not dangerous, it's definitely not harmful, it's not dangerous to have a bit of excess bile left in you, but it's much better to get it all out, and that way you're going to avoid any possible nausea or not feeling right later on. So if in doubt, drink more water. And that's always a good motto for Kambo, is during the process, if at any time you feel stuck, you feel like you want to purge but it's not coming, best thing to do is drink a glass or two of water and then use your fingers, put your fingers down your throat and see what comes up. And as I said, this whole thing is a skill, knowing your way through the process, knowing when the bile's coming, knowing when to drink more water, knowing when to use your fingers. All of these things you learn through experience. But if you come to a Kambo ceremony, if you come to a Planet Kambo ceremony, we have a team of practitioners on hand to help you through the process. So we'll be able to talk you through the process, explain to you what's happening, tell you when you need to drink more water, tell you when we think you should use your fingers to help the purge. And you'd be surprised how quickly you can pick this skill up, how quickly you can learn your way through a Kambo process. Once you've done it maybe 2 or 3 times, the whole thing will start to run like clockwork. So that's all from me for today. If you'd like some more information about Kambo, then please check out the planetkambo.com website. We also offer Kambo Practitioner training. So if Kambo interests you and you feel like this is something you want to learn to be able to heal yourself and heal other people, then please click the link in the description in this video and you'll get all the information about the Kambo Practitioner training. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.